Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest, or welcome to my Pixel Quest if this is your first time here, if you're joining us for this brand new blind playthrough of the return of Obra Dinn. Obra Dinn, I'm not really sure how to pronounce that yet. So we're going to jump straight into the game fairly soon. But I just wanted to say hello. I am so excited about this game, and basically the reason I've chosen this to be the next playthrough on the channel is because it was very, very highly recommended by a lot of people. And these are, people who have been watching my other playthroughs on the channel, so I took a lot of interest in this game. I had I know nothing about this game apart from literally what I am seeing here. This screen, this is basically the screen that is in the title image. I've seen the title, I've seen this picture. I figure, I think it's been implied by the people who recommended it that it's a puzzle or a mystery game of some sort. I really don't know what I'm in for at all, but of course one of the big things that has made me super interested in this game is of course the visual style of it. Look at this. So just very briefly, I grew up with old computers like Commodore 64, Amiga 500. These were the computers of my childhood, so I am thrilled to be playing a game with this kind of style. It's very nostalgic for me, so I am super excited to see what we are actually in for. Now, the only thing I want to mention just before we go in, because I have not clicked on this, I don't know what will happen when I do it, but I have just taken a look at the settings, and I just have to mention this before we get going. Look how amazing this is! This is such a nice touch that they're letting you change which particular style of old school computer monitor you want to go with. This is incredible. I mean, this is very familiar to me. This is very familiar to me because as I said, I grew up with a whole bunch of Commodore 64 games. So I would have been playing a lot of games that look like this. I don't really know which one I want to go for. Look how good this looks. They all look great, to be honest. I mean, the pure black and white is so good. I don't know. I guess I'm inclined for the time being to go with the default. I didn't grow up with Macintosh, but this is the default that, the game starts with. I think for the time being, I'm going to go with this. And it's pretty cool as well that they let you go between smooth and sharp. I don't know, because I'm recording this episode for the first time, I don't really know how this is going to look. I might go with sharp. For the time being. But let's jump in. Let's see. I mean, I'm assuming I will always be able to come back and change this. So, if you guys even want to let me know that you prefer a different look, let me know. I can change it back to smooth. We can go, maybe I can continue to change it up episode to episode with what color we're going with. I don't know. I'd definitely be keen to try them all out, and I'm definitely keen on the Commodore look. But let's jump into the game now. So this is a totally blind playthrough. I don't know anything about this game. I'm so excited to see what this is. Begin. No fate solved. No fate solved. That's really interesting. So I wonder, is that going to be our major aim? Lost at sea 1803, the good ship Obra Dinn. Built 1796 London, 800 tons, 18-foot draft. Captain R. Witterell. Crew 51 men. Last voyage to Orient, Cape Rendezvous unmet. Aha! So we have a mysteriously missing ship. Contact East India. CY. I don't actually know. I thought it was going to stay up. Okay, all right. The Honourable East India Company. Attention, Chief Inspector, Insurance and Claims, London Office. The Obra Dinn has returned. Of course, because that's the title. It's returned. Dispatch to Falmouth immediately and prepare a full assessment. And then we've got up in the corner VICE or EVIC or any other combination. and what looks like maybe a heart-shaped apple with a 4. Falmouth, England, 1807.
Company man woke me up.
Oh, great voices. Oh my god.
Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn.
I think I do.
Not many eager for that job.
I bet they're not.
Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
Oh, is that us?
What's in the box?
I don't know.
I don't
Hoist it
know.
up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
How? That's an odd premise. Oh, this is such an interesting visual style. Am I... I can look around. I see. Is that my hand? That's our ship. Okay. A starry sky. Or, well, you know, I probably, maybe it's not a starry sky, actually. It's just shading, right? Gosh, it's so interesting. So, yeah, we've got kind of vector lines, and then even the way that the shading is done, when you see it in animation, like on our man here, yeah, it's a really interesting, the way that the sort of the dots are kind of made to move around. How interesting. I'm so curious, eventually. As I said, this is a blind playthrough, so I won't be learning anything, offline about this, and not from the comments either. Thank you very much. Like, we want to keep this a blind playthrough so it's as fun for everyone as possible. But whenever I'm done with this blind playthrough, I'll be really interested to learn more about the technical aspects of how this game was created. Gosh, look at that. Look at it's such an interesting combination of a retro-inspired style with the kind of the vector mechanics, but yeah, very, very, very lovely, well done animation. All right, now what am I doing here? So the one thing I also did in the settings as I was setting up is I took a photo for myself of the controls because I don't know what I'm doing yet. So what am I being told to do here? We've got action. That didn't do anything. We've got zoom. So we can do a temporary zoom. There's our guy. He's waiting for me to do something. Pause. Open book. Okay, so books are going to be a big feature, I guess. I have no books. And then there's a whole section here for reading, but I have no books, so maybe I need to, yeah. There we go. That seemed the obvious thing. Holy hell, this looks amazing. Oh, okay. Now, I'm doing this purely on keyboard because I don't have a mouse. I typically play games on PC with a controller, but looks like that's not an option this time. Oh, this is stunning. Hey, there's the moon. Now, is the moon moving? It's moving back and forth with the rocking of my environment, but I don't think it's actually moving. I don't think it's progressing through the sky. Because I don't know if time is an element here. I'm certainly taking my time, but I'm trying to take everything in here. Look how freaking good this animation is. It's just marvelously done. This is very exciting for I'm feeling so much nostalgia for all of the games I grew up with. Of course, they didn't look like this. I mean, this isn't a completely authentically retro look. It's much more sophisticated. Oh, hello. Now that looks like something. That must be something I can go and get. Huh. So obviously I don't know what I can even interact with at this time. I'm just trying to go to things and press spacebar for the time. Ah. Ah, hello. Okay. Action. Zoom. So that body's been here for a while. There's probably something, I don't know. Unless it's a body that's been moved from elsewhere, maybe that creates a time inconsistency for how long the... Oh!
It's too heavy!
Oh, he can't do it. Sorry, do you need help? Was I meant to help you? Are we climbing down? Was I meant to leave?
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
I have to actually get close to it. Okay, hang on. This is interesting. Are we... maybe this is all I can do. I can only take it. Hang on, though. The box itself... Alright, so we're getting a book. Hooray! It seems like books and reading are a big part of this game, given what I'm seeing in the controls. Because the controls have 2 sections, exploring and reading. D. Aha! Return of the Obra Dinn, a catalogue of adventure and tragedy. Who has written this? This is interesting. 1807. Now, this all raises an interesting thing that I don't know about this game, which is I wonder if I need to take notes myself. For the time being, I've got my phone next to me and I'm taking some photos just in case. Oh, D. Preface, I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Is that the other thing that's in the suitcase? Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. Oh, interesting. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. It's so interesting. So Henry Evans. Who is Henry Evans? What am I really doing here? Why do I not know what was in this box? A pocket watch to determine the identity and fate. So there we go. We have to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Different fates, seemingly. Complete each chapter accurately. Why, I'm so interested in why within the story that we're looking at. Why am I doing this? Why have I been sent here to complete chapters in this book? And then it goes back to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. Okay. So this is probably the book, the main book I'm working with in the game. The journey, the ship, the crew, life at sea, a sketch. Glossaries on page 133, so that's many pages, and then back cover. Okay. Loose cargo, a bitter cold, murder, the calling. Unholy captives, soldiers of the sea, the doom, bargain, and this is the chapter that we are supposedly not going to complete. Seems like it's being withheld from us. Escape and the end. So that's really interesting. Are these all... I wonder, do these chapter names indicate different fates of different people aboard the ship? So 10 different people, 10 different fates. Interesting. I mean, I suppose if that is the case, I could already have a bit of a guess at it. One of them is called murder. So somebody was murdered. One of them has captives in it. One of them involves soldiers. a bitter cold. Maybe somebody, got died of the coal. I don't know. Yeah, loose cargo. Did somebody get hit with something in rough seas? I don't know. Let's go on. And apparently I can go. Yep. So D and A sends me back and forward. The journey. Madeira, Azores, Europe. Okay, that's Europe. Atlantic leg of the Far East route. The ship. So, yeah, it's a little hard to read. The Orlop deck. We can see, I think, carpenter shop, starboard walk, crew, and something over the left side that says Jerry. Maybe it's surgery. I might be missing a very obvious thing, that kind of room that goes on a ship. It's probably a good point to say I am not a very ship-oriented person. So, apart from words that I've picked up in stories and games and movies and stuff, like, I don't have a great lexicon for, for ship words. We'll see how we go. Captain's cargo. The hold, I think, is this second map here. Deck plans for the Obra Dinn. All right. The crew. I won't read all of these out. I can at least... Is there really a... it's not Davy Jones. I think it might be actually Davy James. That's hilarious. But we've got passengers, we've got ship steward, captain steward. To be honest, that looks to me like it says First Mayor's Seaward. This might even be a good reason to go back to smooth. Then again, I don't think it's going to make it necessarily any more readable. But then again, I might not need to read. Like, this information might be repeated in easier to see places later. Okay. So I think it's mate's steward, maybe. First mate steward, third mate steward. Midshipman and topman. And there's a whole bunch of names. Yeah, and then some of them are from Formosa, India, Sweden, Wales, Ireland, many from England, Persia, Scotland, and China. Complete crew and passenger manifest. I mean, it says complete crew and passenger manifest, but actually, to be honest, this doesn't look like a complete list, because I can actually use this to point, which is good, because this is beginning at 24 and it ends with 38. So what about the other numbers? Sketches of life aboard the Obra Dinn. Wow. I mean, that's very cool. So maybe as we go, we'll be able to sort of maybe identify at least some of these people. Interesting. Maybe in part just by their dress or something about them. Cool. So here begins our chapters. Loose cargo. Oh, hang on. I thought maybe these will all be empty. On the cargo deck. So this might be our first skeleton. A bitter cold. Oh, hang on. On the Orlop deck. Okay. Confirms for me that word is Orlop. Outside the first mate's window. Not all of them have... Yeah, okay, not all of them have locations, maybe. On the cargo deck. In the port walk. On the cargo deck. On the bow. On the gun deck. Inside the captain's quarters. Spicy. Scandal. Bargain. This chapter will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. Was it Henry Evans, I think? Maybe I will solve it anyway, Henry Evans. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe I will. In the lazarette? In the midshipman cabin? The end. Outside the captain's quarters. Hang on. This is interesting. The chapter is titled The End. Whose end? End of what? End of who? Part 1, Part 2, part 3. Part 4, each of them say inside the captain's quarters, but not circled like the other ones are. And then glossary of words. This might be really useful. I mean, I would say I've heard all of these words. I can't say I know what every single one of them is. Okay, so this helps. Bosun. Boatswain, bosun, foreman in charge of general crew operations and the equipment required to sail the ship. Thank you, game! Thank you for understanding that not all of us understand all of these ship words. That's great. What's a purser? Administrative official. Accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions. Manages a small item store for crew. Cool. What's an orlop deck? Mid-deck, above the lowest deck, containing storage cabins, animal pens, and the ship's steering tiller. Okay. Cool. Well, let's just continue to look. What is this? So we can use Q to jump to the table of contents, which is good, but what is this? Is this a map? Is this like a bird's eye map? Maybe. It doesn't really necessarily look like it, but I'm just trying to come up with theories about what it is I'm seeing. It could be a logo, you know, in some form. A skull with something to the side of it within a circle. I was just thinking maybe this is the maybe this symbolizes the Obra Dinn, and then maybe this is symbolizing something in relation to it. I don't know. If we think about a bird's eye view. Cool, I like that animation as well. Alright, okay. Very interesting. What was close book again? Open book is tab. Close book is tab. So this... a skull within a black circle. Yep. Memento mori, remember death. So are we sure we don't need anything else in that box? What if there's something that's hidden in there, right? Well, I can't open it again, so that's that. Are you right, mate? Are you going to head off as soon as I... So we actually do need to move towards things to do something with them. Gosh, I love that view when we get up on the deck there. The deck! Look at me using ship words. Can I look over the side? Hang on. Not really. Not enough to see that guy. Okay. So we've got a book now. Does this mean I can... Aha! So now this is a pocket watch, not a compass. This is a pocket watch, not a compass. How can I go all the way to the back? Quite easily. I mean, easy enough. All right. So this must be related to our pocket watch then. Which? So is it signaling? If we imagine this is a pocket watch, is this signaling a time range? You know, whether it's, I don't know, something like 11:30 to 12. And then what would this be symbolizing? It's kind of just a cloud. If it is, yeah. Interesting. All right. What do you want? Oh. Cool.
Captain! Open the door!
Are we using a magic pocket watch then?
Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Oh. Am I in... Hang on. So I'm seeing a moment. I'm seeing a moment of murder. All right. Wow. That is striking. That's the axe. So they were trying to use the axe to open the door. Ooh, this is kind of scary. Oh my god, look at that. Striking. The captain looks like he's just in his underwear. Wow. Wow. Hang on. Okay, is this signaling? Looks like the blood has spattered over here. I don't even... Oh. No! I'm losing time. Ah, maybe I should have done more investigation. All right. Oh gosh, this is pretty exciting. Why is this in the end? Who is this? How did they die? These are questions I guess I am asking myself. Oh, hey, Pixie! That's my little darling fluffy kitten. Well, you know, he's not a kitten, but he's a kitten. It's my little fluffy kitty Pixel, who this channel is in part named after. He's sleeping next to me. So we get various bits of information. I wonder if I should have... So maybe, I wonder if I can go back into that, like it's not really a memory because it's not our memory, but maybe it is the corpse's memory. I have no idea what's going on with this pocket watch, so I don't know how to think of it yet. This unknown soul met an unknown fate. Oh my god, clicking on everything does something. This person's face appears blurred throughout the book. This blurring indicates that you don't have sufficient information to determine their identity. Their fate may be known and can be entered now. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. Carry on and pay attention. That's so interesting. Faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. Alright, so this is labeled a memory. We're getting a tutorial here. Memories where this person appears can be navigated from here. This soul appears in one memory. First memory perished in the end part. Ooh. Bookmark all memories where they appear for quicker navigation. Okay. So that's... Okay, I understand that. That's been bookmarked. Use the buttons at the top of the page to edit bookmarks and navigate between them. This is such an interesting... mechanic for like delving into evidence and mysteries and memories and data, and considering, coming up with I don't know, theories, coming up with conclusions. What if I click on this again? Okay, so I think we're beyond the tutorial part now. This is how it probably just comes up normally. This soul appears in one memory. First memory on page 125 perished in the end part 1, 125. So I'm guessing that the chapters are... My first guess about the chapters, I should say, and I very well maybe revising this stuff over and over as I go, as more things come to light, but I am thinking that this is in chronological order. So in the end, chapter 1 is going to be the beginning of this chronological story. So we are seeing something kind of right at the end, I think. Show memories on deck map depicted in Justice at Sea sketch. Oh, it's good that they're telling me that, because obviously it's... So if we click on that... Oh, so hang on. We can actually... Oh, this is cool. So we can... Okay, we can actually look at this really close up. That's much more useful. So actually, we probably can identify everyone here. Maybe. So lots of faces. to potentially identify. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I mean, unless I see more, that might be the guy that's from China, right? This might be the guy from Ireland. These might be the people from Formosa and their royalty. So they must have been getting transported, like 2 royals and their guards. Right. Is this... No, quite a few people have the same hat, so... This one is not blurred, though. What happens if we click on him? Unknown. I mean, he looks very captain-y, right? 1 memory. He appears... Yeah, well, this is the captain that we saw... I'm assuming captain. This is the captain that we saw shooting, yeah? Let's go back to this because this is so interesting. All right, so let's not ignore the fact that everyone here is standing around someone who is being strung up in and being shot at. So this is punishment for something. ES. Unknown. Well, everything is unknown at this stage. Not every single person can be viewed. So maybe not every single person will end up being sort of relevant, or maybe they all were. Maybe they all will. But yes, so far I think this is the only... Oh no, this guy as well. Okay, so these might be the people that we've seen in the memory that we just watched. Unknown. This person's face is no longer blurred. Thank you. Which means that they can now use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book maps, crew manifest, and artist sketches, 2 to 4, along with the individual conversation logs to find clues about names, relationships, appearances, and roles. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Yes. This is so exciting. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Okay, yep, got it. Now I understand about the full manifest. Determining everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. I don't want it to be. Decisive information is rare. Yes, great. I am ready for the challenge. You will have to make assumptions using partial information. That's what I'm so good at. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck. Thank you. All right, I didn't want to talk too much during that because I know that I might miss out on text. So, oh God, can I just say the sound design is perfect. In fact, that sound that plays during those tutorials when each new message comes up immediately reminds me of certain sounds in Quest for Glory, or otherwise known as Heroes. Its original title was Heroes Quest. It was a Sierra. I loved playing Sierra adventure games, Sierra games, Lucasfilm / LucasArts games, Secret of Monkey Island. These are all my bread and butter games that I grew up on. Point and click games from back in the day. And yeah. Actually, it's worth mentioning, you can find on the channel a link to me doing, helping one of my best friends, Patrick Alexander, play Quest for Glory 1. I've already played. I played it in my childhood. For him, it's a blind let's play, and I'm gently guiding him. Anyway, if you're interested. Super cool. So that guy's unblurred. Captain. I guess all of these guys with these hats look important because of their fancy hats. Can we find another unblurred person? Underway. I don't think so, but there were 3 people in the memory that we saw. Unblurred. Unblurred. No. And we don't get anything for this person here. I mean, that's interesting. This unknown soul met an unknown fate. So this appears to be our third person. This is the person in question in the memory. This is the person that gets shot. But I guess they don't, their face doesn't get unblurred, which is interesting. What happens if we click on this? Aha. All right, so this is, right. The end, part 1. So, captain's quarters is here, yeah? This is the person, this X is indicating the one that died, and I guess this footstep is indicating the person standing next to them, but let's say that the captain's footsteps are not here, so I'm not sure about that assumption. Okay, all right. Very compelling. Gun deck, all up deck, cargo hold. Okay, so I think I understand better about how to use the map. What if I click over here? Escape? Okay. All right. 3 others. No, it says 3 others were present. Oh, it indicates them. Okay. This, I think, is the shooter. Oh, here. Oh, but he wasn't unblurred. Okay. And here, but he also isn't unblurred. This is so fascinating. Outside the captain's quarters. This is the dialogue. Captain, open the door. Kick it in. Now it's interesting. All right. It's interesting that they say kick it in when one of them is carrying an axe. Does that, I don't know, I wonder if that indicates an inconsistency. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells. So thereafter, I'm going to go ahead and for now make the assumption thereafter, ammunition. You bastards may take exactly what I give you. So are they trying to shoot somebody and the captain is like, you ain't doing that. I'm not letting you. Interesting. Obviously, this seems to be at the end of a long story, so I feel like the captain is trying to protect somebody, or at least trying to protect proper process. Like, yeah, these guys. Whereas these guys are trying to are trying to take justice into their own hands, I suppose. Now, what? Oh, so the X is indicating that this was said by our dead person. Maybe kick it in as his friend. Yeah, Captain, open the door lest we break it down and take more than those shells. This is the captain and this was his buddy. his partner in potential crime, I suppose. All right, but that's all we have so far. Now, if I click on this again, you don't have sufficient information to determine this person's identity. Await further clues. Please explain. Try anyways. Oh, that's interesting that they let you have a go. It's interesting that there are 3 options here. It's not just you don't know yet, but you can try. It's also please explain. I don't want to click on this because I don't want to like I don't want to like go forward. I mean, it does say try, which makes it sound like it's going to be forgiving, but the problem is I don't know. I don't want to go ahead and do something too early, you know what I mean? Let's just try this. Await further clues. Okay. So nothing happens. Ah, and these are oh. So we've got 3 pages here. Huh. Of possible ways that somebody died. And there also appear to be subcategories. For now, I'm not going to click on anything because, again, I don't want to accidentally lock something in. Now, if I say, please explain. Oh, we get the tutorial again. Okay, yep. But I can get out of it. All right, got it. Oh, so this is so interesting. I love this. And it actually really does, not just visually, style-wise, in terms of the way we are playing, the way we're engaging with text and books and static images. It does absolutely give me vibes of so many old games that I played on C64 and Amiga. Oh man, I love this. Okay, now we get a picture of a gun here, but I cannot click on it. Here, all right. So this is, all right. So potentially then, I guess the ship is moving around, like as different people meet to their different fates. I guess that the ship itself is in different places. Right. So this dotted line here is maybe the expected route, heading back to sort of London. And I wonder if it even has some stops along the way. Okay, but this sort of... that just takes us to here. Okay, it's so cool the way that all of the different points of logic are connected up. All right. Okay, I just closed the book. So am I like now staying on the ship? I'm back in the memory. Okay, cool. All right, I hope I can spend some time here now. Oh, this is so interesting. Who is this Henry Evans and why do they have a magic pocket watch? But I guess that's a bigger mystery than what I'll be dealing with immediately. Huh. There's little things floating in the air. This might just be an interesting touch to give you a sense of movement, even against the white. And I love the way that it fades away at the edges. Alright, so maybe we need to go and have a look in the captain's room. Oh, hello! Aha! So this guy... bald, possibly with a scar on his head, knife in his mouth, running up here. I don't know if he's an accomplice of these two or if potentially he's the one that's actually in danger. Maybe he's the one that they want to get ammunition for. Now, can we go in here? I wonder if zooming in is actually going to be important for taking in details. Oh, I just held it. Interesting. Oh, that's very cool. I just experimented with holding the zoom. So it tells us exactly who this person is in the image. In that case, there we go. Oh, that's you. Okay. So this is our victim. God, that is so interesting, the way that this shifts around. Now I reckon I know who you are. Look at your moustache. Yep. Huh. Now obviously he was surprised when this happened. Maybe they were trying to break in the middle of the night or something. Oh, can I not get past them? I mean, you know, this raises questions about how I'm existing in this kind of time space here. I can only kind of look around the back of him, I think. I can't get in here. Is there anything interesting to sort of see? Oh, hello. Maybe this is where the guy with the knife is going. He's going to break in through the skylight. Alright, how about the weapon itself? Doesn't appear to react. Can't look out the window. Oh man, this is so freaking fascinating. What if we look... Hang on. Watch out! Nope. Kind of just getting an interesting view of his crotch. Now, can we... Maybe we can't open anything. What about this? Can I look at where this... No, we don't get any close up there. Alright, let's head up to this guy here. Now that I know I can zoom in. It probably doesn't work from the back, yeah? No, it does! That's you. Alright, so you're sort of up the back of the photo. I wonder, like, how observant I'm going to need to be in terms of details. Ooh. Oh, now we're back out here. Alright. Oh, hello. Hello. So is this maybe showing time of death? Interesting. So that's like 10:05. Alright, and then if we move away... God, that's so cool. God, that's so cool. I wonder if all I can do... I'm seeing if I could ding the bell. I wonder if all I can do is in that... Now, hang on. Yeah, is in that memory, but... Yeah, zooming in on this doesn't do anything. Let's try looking around. Let's see what else we can find. Maybe out here I can go through doors. I mean, I guess if nothing else, like I can put in like how they were murdered, right? Like I do know that. We have that information. But there's more to find here. And here. More bodies. There are some knives and a stake. So we can look at all of these. So the time doesn't come up maybe until I actually go through and see the memory itself. Whoa. That's interesting. I'm flying, Jack. I don't think it's really the spot. Oh! We went... I think I might have clicked. I guess we're seeing this one. That doesn't sound good. I think that's our pajama captain using the stake to smack someone in the head. Here we are. Alright, the captain is kind of badass. The captain's been stabbed with a knife. Who dis? Oh, so, okay. So this is our fellow. So maybe this is a little bit later in time. And this guy has come in. Actually, he's probably come around the back there. Not through the skylight because it's intact. He's come around the back, snuck in, and the captain maybe he has stabbed the captain, or maybe this other guy did it. Either way, the captain's been stabbed, and... Oh, interesting, okay. I mean, I knew that was the captain, but I just thought I'd give that a try. So this is now the captain. This is how the captain died. Yeah? Part 3. So this is our first guy who got shot. What if I try? Electrocuted, expired. Knifed, shot. Gun, right? This unknown soul was shot with a gun by an unknown attacker. Well, I don't think it was an unknown attacker, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, hang on. I feel like before I think it's Robert Witterell, the captain. I think this is the captain, right? I think they were shot by the captain. Robert Witterell. Let's just do it. Let's be bold. I don't think we know who you are yet, though. All right. This unknown soul was shot with a gun by Captain Robert Witterell. Captain! It was here. 3 others were present. Shot, gun, R. Witterell. So, assuming this is saying shot by R. Witterell. Unknown. I don't think this is unknown. I think this is the captain. Captain Robert Witterell. Cool. We're making connections. I actually want to go back now that I understand a little bit more about how this is made. So now I know I can click on this, and indeed, now we get the full list. 60 people we're working with. I'm so thrilled that it's a nice long list because this makes this juicy, right? Like, I want this game, to have a challenge, and it certainly seems like it's going to. I'm very excited. Very excited about the level of complexity we seem to be dealing with here. So, and this is where the fates go, right? So this fate is still unknown because I guess we haven't answered. Yeah, we haven't answered everything. And we don't know who our first mystery person is yet. But I'm going to guess, because to be honest, because they're standing next to the captain in the big picture and because they're wearing a big fancy hat, I'm going to guess they're like someone here, like first mate, second mate, third mate, fourth mate, I don't know. Bosun's mate, I don't know. Oh, Henry Evans, surgeon. Henry Evans is the surgeon. Interesting. Well, now I'm kind of taking a look at the names. The women are going to be a little easier to identify because there's simply not as many of them. Davy James. Hilarious. Maba. Okay. Renfred Regium. I'm just seeing if any of the other names sort of stand out to me as like references or anything like that. Or perhaps just if anything kind of jumps out as really notable. But no, I mean, we can see there's different names that, you know, are kind of more obviously English or more obviously Asian, etc., etc. So, all right. Yeah. So let's go back to the end. We've got some information on that guy. This, who is this and how did they die? So, all right, this is pointed to this guy, not the captain. Well, we don't know who he is yet. If he's the one... he's the one that's getting attacked by the captain in this scenario, though. Met an unknown fate. I mean, if I were gonna... Would we say clubbed? I think it would be clubbed, but... Knife, poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled... Because it could be struck as well. Struck, hooves, tail, wing. All right. So I think that at least tells me that it's not struck because these are quite specific. Wing, tail, hooves. Okay, someone's going to get it in the head from a horse hoof, I suppose. So I think it's probably clubbed. Shall I do it? By an unknown attacker? Well, I think it's the captain. I'm sorry, Captain. I'm naming and shaming, but I think you've been doing a lot of killing. Possibly justified. Possibly justified. Okay, but we haven't seen... There's no dialogue per se yet. Let's go back. Oh, gosh, I'm enjoying this so much. So that happened when I closed in on the captain, I felt. But I was actually getting this guy's... So if I hold it, yeah. I was getting this guy's entry. So he seems to be the third death in this end chapter. So this must be the second death. I mean, he straight up just looks like he was strangled, right? But the way he's holding his neck there. Ah, that's you. So this is the guy that shot whoever is hanging in this picture. I'm just kind of holding it because I don't know if we're going to go into another... What if I do that and then click? Right. Okay, so doing that moves my own guy. Right. How do I get this one in my book? There's knife. So interesting that we can view this from different angles. Okay, and now, because we've started from a different corpse, this one now is later in time. This guy is now dead on the ground. There is an axe there, but we haven't seen any... We haven't seen the axe get used. How can I wonder how I can trigger like another entry. So there's also a gun here. Oh, I got the answer I was after. Thank you so much. This game is actually really great at clarifying things at the point when I'm starting to ask those questions. So that's super useful. Open the book while examining a face to flip directly to the sketch. Right. Okay, so that flips to the sketch. Yeah. Got it. This is our captain. I don't know who this is yet, but killed by the captain. This guy, surely... This is our second death. All right, so hang on. What if I try this then? What if I walk over here, zoom in. Yep, this is our guy. Open the book. So if I can click on this person, yeah, they're unknown. No, yeah, I do not have sufficient, but memory. This soul appears in one memory. This soul appears in this memory. But how do I make their... I'm assuming that they go here on page 127. I wonder how I trigger their memory. Yep, okay. So this is our bald guy's death. I think clubbed by the captain. Doesn't seem to have been any dialogue. Hang on, I think I've just realized something. We came into this memory through this corpse. Right. So actually, how do we leave this memory? Was it going through here? Back to the present. Yes. Got it. So that's why. Yeah, of course we were triggering this one because we were in their memory. Here, and actually, does this show a time now? Yeah, I mean a very similar time because this all happened very close together. So if we now go into this person, dun dun. I think I'm getting it. I think I'm slowly clicking.
Must be in here someplace.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Interesting. So I think... All right. I was wrong. Nope. So he wasn't strangled. His knife was... his neck was slit. Yikes. All right. So, this is the captain. We know. I feel like doing this maybe... I don't know if it might trigger something in the book, so I want to do it anyway. You... Right, so he had this club. He gets knifed. He has his throat slit by the captain. And then I think the captain picks up this club. Oh, of course. So this just happens in time. After I look a little bit at the scene. Got it. Slowly, step by step, I'm coming to understand what these dynamics are. Oh, this is so exciting. I'm having such a good time. So this is our second death. So this is interesting. I mean, I'm assuming so. I think this is in chronological order. So those two were outside of the captain's cabin. They were trying to get in. Friend is saying kick the door down, even though they did actually have an axe, but they did not use the axe as far as I could tell. Captain comes out and shoots this guy. The next death is this guy gets in. But the thing, I guess the thing that doesn't make sense to me here is if this guy died after, he's within the captain's cabin. So the captain should have been here with a gun. So surely he didn't get past the captain. And in particular, the evidence for that is this dialogue. Where are they? Must be in here someplace. And then the captain shows up. They're at the bottom of the sea. His big line, right? That's a lie. They don't believe that's true. They believe the ammunition, the shells are in here. So I guess what I'm thinking is that this guy must actually not have come through the door where the captain is standing with a gun. He must have actually gone up and around the back with this person, and together they came in the back here with the captain. But I'm going to say that doesn't really sit super well with me because of this. Like if the action has already started, right? Like if the action has already started with the first guy at the door getting shot, and this person was standing next to the person who was shot, then why, the captain would be like here when these two came around the back and into the captain's cabin. So it wouldn't be like the time for sneaking around, whispering to each other, and for the captain to actually show up like, surprise, I'm coming at you with a cool line. I don't know. It doesn't really feel right to me. Unless what happened is that they came in. Here's just another thought. Unless what happens is they snuck around the back, sufficiently seemed to, I don't know, hold a knife to the captain, like, haha, we've got you, like we're behind you, so you can't do anything. And then they're both maybe saying this to each other, maybe also actually saying it to the captain, like, while we have you at our mercy, we are going to find what's in this, this room. And the captain, rather than showing up with a cool line, surprise, maybe this cool line is actually in the context of the captain, like grabbing a weapon in a surprising way and attacking. So that could be it. I don't know. That could be it. This is kind of what I'm thinking. We can put something in here. We don't know who it is, but we know that they were knifed. I don't think it's torn apart. Oh my God. Suicide, struck, strangled, spiked, speared, shot, poisoned. I was expecting something to sort of be more like had their throat cut. They weren't decapitated. It wasn't that bad. Unknown, alive. Someone's going to be alive. Hang on, I just want to see the categories here. Oh, alive and in a different, in a whole series of different places. Burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated. I do not think it was decapitated. So maybe we say knifed? I guess it must be. Guess it must be knifed by the captain. So far the captain's doing all the killing. Amazing. This is so much freaking fun. All right. I love this. I didn't know what to expect at all from the story that was going to go in this game or the style of it, but I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. Wow. God, this is so cool. All right. But I'm going to have to leave this first episode here, guys. Look at this. We're going to look at this scene as we end the episode. This is such a delight. This is giving me all of the best nostalgia tingles. I am really impressed with how well old school gaming sensibility has been put together here, and I am so enthusiastic. I'm so enthusiastic about, the style of this game. So as I said, I mean, I grew up with these old games, and it's not just, like, the visual style is astonishingly well done. It hits all the right notes for me. But on top of that, it's actually not just, it's not just sort of reminding me of, like, let's say old style kind of point and click or text-based adventure games, parser-based games. It's also reminding me of text-based adventure games, which I also played a lot of. And although most text-based games, or quite a lot of them, would be only text, some of them would also come with, kind of small static images occasionally to complement the text. So there was this whole range of different games that kind of fell along this spectrum. And I think this is, in various ways, this game is hitting on so many of those different notes in a really interesting way. I'm so into this. I'm so into this. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everybody who recommended this. The game was a little bit on my horizon for sure. Like, I had seen it come up in, the store, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Like, I'd love to play that one day. But having everybody specifically recommend this game is what pushed me over the edge to go, okay, I know that you guys have, for the people who have been here on the channel watching other things, I know that you guys have already seen how I play some other things like Blueprints and Chants of Sennaar. You've seen what I respond well to, and so I take these recommendations really seriously. Like, I thought I'm getting good vibes about this game, and you were right. I love this. I'm so glad that this is the game. I'm so glad that this is the game we're doing right now. I'm so glad to be here. I hope that you are enjoying as well. And just as a reminder, this is what I do on this channel is totally blind Let's Plays, and so it's really, really important to me that and I think to most of the people who come and watch my Let's Plays and like my Let's Plays, that we do our best for it to remain that way. So I love hearing from all of you guys. Please leave comments. Let me know if you're enjoying and things that you think and everything like that. But just please don't include any information about this game at all, not just like conventional spoilers, but like anything I don't know about it. Because even if I make mistakes, even if I forget things, even if I miss things, we want all of that to be a part of this blind Let's Play experience. We want all of that to be about the fun. Like, even when it's frustrating, and there will be things I'll miss and it will be frustrating, it's all part of the blind Let's Play experience. And it's the way that I like to do it on this channel, and it's the kind of Let's Plays that I myself have always really enjoyed. So thank you so much for joining me on this new journey. I couldn't be more thrilled. I couldn't be more excited about this. I'll see you in episode 2, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.